Yeah. So hello everyone. Welcome to today's video. This is Shanmugaraj. We are continuing our journey on program management standards from PMI. Today we're going to cover the topic of program stakeholder identification. So as we are aware, as per standard of program management, there are five performance domains defined in PMI. Those are program strategy alignment, benefits management, stakeholder engagement, governance, and lifecycle management. We already covered in my previous videos strategy alignment and benefits management. Right? We started stakeholder engagement. Today we're going to get into the in detail. Program stakeholder engagement is a performance domain that identifies and analyzes stakeholders' needs and manages expectations and communications to foster the stakeholder support. So it has five important activities involved in it: identification, analysis, engagement planning, engagement itself, and communications. So today we're going to talk about program stakeholder identification in detail. So program stakeholder identification is an activity as part of program management. It aims systematically to identify all the key stakeholders in the stakeholder register, right? So there's something called stakeholder register. Program manager is creating it, right, during the program initiation phase or in the planning or execution phase, systematically to identify the all the stakeholders. The stakeholder register is a living document, would contain a name, a category of relationship of that particular stakeholder, what is the influence he or she is going to have with the program, what is the degree of support, and other characteristics which might have an impact on the program. It may contain politically and legally sensitive information, so it has to be secured in terms of accessibility. So this is an example of a stakeholder register, how it might look like. Right, so it talks about there is at least the name of the stakeholders and what is the organization position they have, what is their role in this particular program, what is the support level they're having, is it supportive or neutral or negative or whatever it is. The influence, what is the influence they're going to have, high, medium, and low. What is the communication, it's a monthly or weekly or status report, and other characteristics like interest, needs, and status engaged. So this is a simple, very simple example of a stakeholder register. So let us look at some of the examples of key stakeholders for a program. Program sponsor, the person who sponsors the program, who is interested about the program benefits, right? So program steering committee, where it might involve in decision making unit, portfolio manager, program manager, project manager, program team members, your own team members, project team members, your components team members, funding organization that funds you for kicking off, the build the business case and kicking off the program for you, to authorize the resources for you, performance organization, the organization that does the work, right? So few more examples of key stakeholder that include program management office. If it's a complex organization, a bigger organization might have PMO in place. Your customers definitely part of key stakeholders. Potential customers who's looking for an anticipating or looking for a products to come on board. The suppliers, regulatory agencies like government, authorities, and other can be other groups like consumers or end users, right? The environmental, people. So those are the some of the examples of key stakeholders. You need to figure out and you have to establish the stakeholder register. So program stakeholder identification plays a very important activity in the program stakeholder engagement performance domain. This is the first step for your stakeholder engagement process, to identify the key stakeholders, identifying, putting them in a, listing them in a stakeholder register, identifying their power and influence, and what are the communication methods you want to do that. So it's about all about identification and documenting it, and keep that as a living document. Okay, hope you got a fair idea about program stakeholder identification. Hope you like this video. Let me know if you like to have any changes in this video. I'll happy to incorporate. Thank you.